Colombia, what an amazing country. We visited Colombia back in January. And folks, if you're looking for a cheap but yet amazing vacation international country to visit, Colombia is one of those countries. It is so underrated. And I know, right? Safety, drugs, cartel, Pablo Escobar. That was one of the things that we thought about when we planned for this vacation. But oh my gosh, it was just completely different. The folks were so nice. The architecture, it is modern, it is old, and best of all, it is so inexpensive. Didn't have an issue. We were traveling with our 9-year-old daughter. Didn't have any problems whatsoever when we visited Cartagena, Colombia. Again, this is so inexpensive country. If you think Mexico is cheap, Colombia is 2 to 3 times cheaper than Mexico. Just to give you an example, we would have lunch and dinner, big meals, 2 alcoholic drinks, 2 sodas, and we're talking about good food. We're not talking about hole-in-the-wall places. On average, it would come out to $30 per meal. Not bad at all. Our round trip in January was $350 per person. We went from San Antonio to Miami to Cartagena. The flight, if I remember, it was maybe an hour and a half to Miami and then about 2 hours from Miami to Cartagena. So not a long flight at all. If you do plan to visit Colombia, make sure you fill out that MIG form. It's the migratory form that is required by the country to be able to go in. I will put a link in the description, so make sure you have that completed before you go. Okay, transportation. You really don't need a car at all. You can take a taxi from the airport to where we stay. We stayed in the wall city and also in Gethsemane. So pretty much you can take a taxi. Really, again, really cheap. But if you don't feel comfortable, you can get an Uber. Ubers are available everywhere, and we actually ended up using Uber most of the time because in Colombia you have to negotiate the price. Everything is negotiable, so we didn't want to do that. We just went with Uber. Pretty easy, all done. Money you can take, there's an ATM there at the airport. I would recommend that you take money out of that ATM. $100 is 397,000 Colombian pesos. I took out $300 and I still had money left. So you want to have some cash available with you just in case you want to buy, street food or some stuff from the vendors. They do take credit card, but having $100 in cash is a good idea. In terms of lodging, well, we stayed at the Bantu Hotel. What an amazing place. It's a old colonial house that was redone into a hotel. Loved it. The rooms, huge. We had a 2-bed, AC, just huge. And again, it was so cheap. I think it was $125 a night, which it's unheard of. 2 swimming pools, a sauna, had breakfast included. The location, amazing. I really like this hotel because it was located centrally. It's there's a supermarket close by, maybe a block or 2. You could walk to Gethsemane. You can walk to all the landmarks, restaurants right outside. I mean, I think we got lucky by finding this hotel, and so I would definitely recommend this hotel. If you don't like old style hotels, Cartagena does have modern hotels. I mean, I was really impressed. There was one hotel that we stayed in Gethsemane. It was just so high tech. You use like an iPad to control things, the TV, the lights. I was just impressed. So if you're looking for something old, if you're looking for something new, Cartagena has it. And when you go to somewhere you've never been to, you always want to do like a little small tour. I recommend Next Experience Tours. Again, I'll put a link. These guys have an orange umbrella. When you see them, they're the ones that do the tour. We paid $10 per person. But in reality, these are free tours that they do, and at the end of the tour, they'll ask you for a donation. So that $10 that we paid pretty much covered it. I highly recommend doing that tour. Again, look for that next experience and look for those orange umbrellas. After the tour, we just walked around on our own. We bought some food street, which was really so good. We took a ride. We visited all the landmarks in Cartagena, and overall, we just had an amazing time. We did go to the Gethsemane neighborhood, which is where you have all the art. You have people painting in the street. You can buy paintings. The food is also amazing. The music at night Gethsemane tends to turn more into a nightlife area. So if you're an adult, that's a perfect place to go and party the night. Street food, again, like I said, it's amazing. We had the juice, I guess homemade juice. We ate the piña, the pineapple, the mangoes, all the different kinds of fruits. My concern was like, am I gonna get sick? Not at all. Didn't have whatsoever, no problem whatsoever. The only thing is, before I forget, is it is hot and humid, so make sure you take a lot of shorts and linen to help with that. That is the weather all year long. They don't have a winter. It's always hot and muggy, so plan for that. In terms of restaurants, there were 2 restaurants that were our favorite. We had looked it up already, and they were highly recommended online. So the first one is Buena Vista Restaurant. I'll put the link in the description. The food was just amazing. I mean, I can't describe it. I was just so impressed. Again, inexpensive. And the second one, we love this place called La Mulata, and it's close to the Bantu Hotel. Again, so inexpensive, and the food was we loved it so much that we ate there like 3 to 4 times. So highly recommend it. Look it up, give it a try. You're not gonna be disappointed at all. Okay, some of the places to go visit is El Castillo, the castle, of course. You're walking on top of the walls. It's a nice thing to visit. Also, the Inquisition Museum, great place to visit. Cartagena does have a beach. I don't recommend. It didn't look clean. We didn't go. And one thing to point out is there are tons of vendors in Cartagena that are going to be selling you stuff. That is normal. That's the way they make their living. So don't get upset. Just say no. Just say no gracias, right? And just keep moving. Another place to go visit is Plaza Bolivar. Of course, the Gethsemane neighborhood, definitely a must place to go visit. Do the free walking tours, right? There's also the Clock Tower and Plaza. And in this place at the plaza, they sell candy, they sell food, and of course they sell beverages. Definitely a place to go check out. The San Pedro Plaza Trinidad, which is in the Gethsemane area. You definitely want to go check out there, especially at night. There's music, there's food, there's drinks. Go check it out if once it sun goes down. And then of course there is Parque Centenario, and it's a little park right outside the clock tower, and they have monkeys and sloths, and there's vendors that are selling drinks and food. So I would definitely recommend this to check out this park. Overall, I was really impressed with Cartagena. I definitely would go back. Another good idea is you can fly really cheap into Cartagena or anywhere in Colombia, and from there, it's a hub to visit other countries like Brazil, Argentina, which is, again, super inexpensive once you're in Colombia. So keep that in mind. We love Cartagena. From Cartagena, we went to San Andres. I will make another video for the San Andres island, which is close to Nicaragua, but it's still part of Colombia. Again, this is a country that is underrated. I would definitely recommend it to anybody, family, couples. It's inexpensive and it's beautiful. Enjoy.